Alright, so today we're going to demonstrate a little bit of Bunkai from Chinto. This is section 8, series 8. And so we come here, Mawashuki, we step, we rotate over, come here, and down. Pretty straightforward. You see it from the angle, here, once again, Mawashuki, hammer, here, step, down. So, we can do this a number of ways. Like the way I like to do it is off a grab. So, Sensei Braden grabs. Right, so the first thing I want to do is if he's going to do that, like let me take it. And so I'm going to grab here. Now you're going to note in this particular version, I'm going to grab just like this. Right? Next, I'm going to hammer fist right to the head. Now after I get his attention with the hammer fist, now is where the nuance comes. So we'll come here, this hand will come here like this. Now, from here, I can take one of probably 3 different variations. Let's start with the easiest variation. The easiest variation is I come here, I grab, I'm here, I hammer fist, I grab, right? There's not going to be a lot of torque. All I'm going to do is twist, right? This is a speed move. I'm going to step here, this is going to turn over, this is going to lock, I'm going to hold, and I'm just going to bring it down. It's a speed move, it's quick. Not really violent, effective, right? But you'll note, on this particular motion here, this isn't really, there's not a lot of force, I'm not hurting anything. This is just a lock. I just want to hold on to this thing because I just want to throw it that way. After I come here, I hit him, he's going to go. Like, I don't even need to get this leg out. Like, good technique would be here, throw him over the leg, but after I do this, I can just throw him. That's the easy one. Let's call that the kids under 12 version. From here, what we can do is get a little bit nasty, right? So he grabs, I come across, I grab. Well, no, I'm not keeping this out here. Hold on. I'm grabbing here, right? You know, so I'm not taking it over. I want this elbow in front. I want to clear this up. I want it here because the next maneuver is hammer fist. Now, after I have this grip and I come here, now all of a sudden I've got what I call an Aikido wrist lock. I don't really know the proper name for it, but the pressure comes from this arm, this thing is bent, and then the pressure is this motion. Now you'll note he goes real easy when we do that. So if he's got me out on the wrist here, all of a sudden I'm here, I don't want him out, I want him in. So first thing I do is in, especially if you're teaching women. If you're teaching women, we want this elbow right here because we're going to use our body as the force. Once again, this is grabbed here. Now, as I go forward, if he chooses to punch me, fine, because I'm just going to lean. Now you'll notice how quickly Sensei Braden drops. Like, for me, I don't need to apply my weight, I can just do that. For a woman will lean into this. Bang. Now, after we dropped, then we can step here, pull him down. Now, after we pull him, right, we've got him here, right, what are we going to do? This is what they call a suplex. Like, this is always the nasty suplex. So here, I've got this, I'm going to strike at the elbow, rotate over, around. This is called a figure 4. Sensei Braden doesn't like a figure 4, does Sensei Braden? No, he doesn't. So that's what we call, that's the second version. That's the version I really like. Now we can do some derivations from here. This is maybe more interpretation. I've seen this Bunkai before. I think what we just showed you is truest to the kata. But let's say necessarily, let's just call this a derivation. Some people actually like this Bunkai better. Instead of going from a grab on the wrist, Sensei Braden grabs here, or he grabs, however he chooses to grab, I don't really care, right? So instead of, as we do the Mawashuki, right, the Mawashuki is more grab here, hammer fist. Now, the important thing to note here, different lock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the fingers and I'm going to crush them. This is the way that I like to do it. You can do it off a single finger if you want. You can do it off this finger, do it with the middle finger. Might as well do this and squeeze it. So after I come here, I come and I grab, right? Hammer fist. Now from here, it's almost a heaven and earth type of thing where this is going to come in here, this is going to go forward, and so we're going to get that angle. Now from here, you're going to note this hand, like I'm going to probably take and choose to do the figure 4 if I like. Now all of a sudden, I've really got him locked in. You can tell it's working because all of a sudden Sensei's Braden's breathing just went real hard and real loud. Like, relax, Sensei Braden, don't scream too loud. So as I step forward, Sensei Braden's going to do exactly what I tell him because I'm just going to whip here. Now I don't really need the leg to throw him, right? Because I can just rotate here and he's going to go across. And then from here, I need Sensei Braden in the face. That's the derivation. Like I said, it doesn't fit the Bunkai as well. But it's nasty. So we'll teach him. And that is a Bunkai.